What's going on, guys? It's your boy. Come back to you live another goddamn video. And today, well, I guess I'm not really live, but it is what it is. I just be saying shit for the intro. Anyways, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded in a little bit. I be making the videos. I just don't feel like uploading them. You know what I'm saying? Cause I be have to making like thumbnails. I be having to spend like an hour uploading them. I don't edit, cause I don't like editing, and I really be doing these for fun. I don't be doing these for like I don't know, but. Yeah, I don't be doing this for money. I don't get paid nothing, so I don't really want to edit if I don't have to, which is why I like doing these tier lists because I don't have to edit anything. But nonetheless, we are going to be doing perfects. We're going to be doing elimination tier list. I got this idea from someone on Reddit, and I look up, and through the video I will look up who it was, so I can give them credit, because hopefully. Well, they gave me the idea, so it would have been nice if I just fucking took it. But anyways, we have all the eliminations. If you want to do this one for yourself, you can just search up like Total Drama Elimination tier list, and this one comes up. It has everything from Island to Pacateo. It doesn't have Redonkulous Race, but it doesn't matter. Unless if you really love the Redonkulous Race, then my bad. But it is what it is. So there's ways that we can do this because we can make it like a perfect send off has multiple definitions to it. Like if a sad send off is like good, I guess I don't know, but awful send. All right, so here's how I'm gonna rank it because these things can have multiple interpretations. So perfect send off is like they stick the landing with the character. The elimination was at the perfect time. They got the perfect placement. And it was emotional. I guess I don't want to say emotional because they don't have to be emotional, but it was effective. It was an effective elimination and really changed the course of the game. A great send off is like a tier below that, as obviously, but a, a great send off would be something like it doesn't ruin the character. In fact, it helps the character a little bit. It's like, okay, they're gone, but like, damn, what a good run, you know. It's not a perfect run, but it's just a good send off, I guess. That's the only way I could put it like that. A decent send off would be something like it doesn't ruin the character. It was average. They got a decent placement. It wasn't the perfect placement, but it's whatever. So, and then the bad send off is obviously like it doesn't help the character at all. It it was a terrible placement, like an awful placement. It wasn't. It was far from a perfect elimination, and it was awful. But the character is somewhat still intact. It doesn't ruin the character all that badly. But then an awful send off is like the character cannot be redeemed, or it will take a lot of work to redeem the character. So let's go do this. And I'm still trying to find who made the elimination post on Reddit, and I will do that throughout the video because I really cannot find it. So, alright, whatever, we can get started. So I'm just going to do these in order, unless if I don't feel like it. Sorry, that's my dog barking in the background, if you can even hear that. It could be annoying sometimes, but it is what it is. So we're starting off with Corny Island. This was a very satisfying elimination. And it was I don't want to say a perfect elimination for her, but it was a great one. There's an issue with it that why did Harold not rig it to get Duncan out? Why would Harold rig it to get Courtney out? That's the only thing that doesn't make sense here. The placement was solid. It was very solid. The rigging, I don't mind the rigging because it made Harold. I don't want to say a demonized Harold, but yeah, it was a good elimination. So I'm gonna put in a great send off. The only thing that stopped it from a perfect send off was the fact that Harold rigged it to get Courtney out, but not Duncan out, which doesn't really make sense to me. So, and now we have Harold. He got eliminated. He got eliminated in the episode right after. Him and Lashana made up. Well, I don't want to say made up. They like fell in love or whatever. So that's a decent send off. He got some revenge on Duncan, I guess. I don't know. So I mean, he wasn't portrayed in a bad light, so I can't put it in bad or below. But it wasn't like a corny level send off either. So I'm gonna put in a decent send off. But if you like Karen and Lashana like very much, then it's a great send off for you. I just don't really care for them that much. I don't care about the ship. I do like Harold and Lashana on their own. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it is what it is. Also, I found the post. It was by OK underscore shirt underscore 1574 on the Total Drama subreddit. So if you want to check that out, that's cool. If not, that's also cool. Alright, so now we have Eva. This is going into decent send off. She came back, did her job as like a villain antagonist to Lashana winning. It was very much enjoyable. And she got a good placement. Bro, who the hell keeps ringing on my door? Alright, whatever. But someone keep ringing on my doorbell. I don't know who the fuck it is. Going ass motherfucker, but making me think it's like a shooter or something. But it is what it is. If I die during this fucking video, whatever. I guess this is my legacy. Fucking ranking total drama sending on fucking ranking total drama eliminations, but whatever. So yeah, back to Eva. Eva was a decent send off. She did her part. I think she got a good placement too, 12th, I believe it was. So I mean, you can't really ask for more for her. So then you have Trent. I'm gonna put this in a. I don't. He's. I don't know, because this was where the Heller kissed Trent. I don't want to say that was demonizing. Like I don't want to say that was like destroying his character, but it certainly wasn't helping it either. So I'm gonna put this in bad send off. I mean, him and Gwen made up though, so I'm gonna put in a decent send off just because him and Gwen made up right now, and it wasn't that. And plus, the finale really made that elimination better. So I guess I can't really say it was bad. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in decent. By the way, this is not in order, although I might make it in order. It doesn't really matter. Bridget, this is a terrible. I won't say it's an awful send off, but it's a bad send off. If I recall, it was Jeff that was voting. No, I think Jeff. Actually, I'll keep this. I'll put this in decent because it was Jeff that voted to keep her, but like everyone didn't want to stay away. Actually, no, I'm gonna put this in bad send off just because like everyone wanted to stay away from her because she smelled bad. Like, what the fuck even is that? So I don't even get that part. But the Jeff voting to keep her, voting to keep her stay. I don't know how to phrase that. He voted to keep. What the fuck? How do I even say that shit? He voted. So he. All right. Let's just say he wanted Bridget to say. Let's just say that he wanted Bridget to say, but everyone else wanted to vote her out because she was like a distraction to Jeff or something, and that it was the guys. This was like the middle of the guys' alliance. So I'm gonna put that in bad send off, just because like everyone wanted to stay away from her. Although it didn't really affect her character, so I guess I'll put it in decent send off because it really didn't hurt her character whatsoever. And plus, her and Jeff, like, yeah, I put it in decent send off. It's not really a bad send off. Lindsay, she got a good placement. Oh yeah, I forgot to say Bridget also got a good placement, so I can't really be mad at that either. Lindsay got a good placement, although the way she was eliminated was bad. With the bike shit, I don't even understand what that was. So I'm gonna put that in there. Once again, this isn't really one where it demonized the character. It was just one where the elimination made no fucking sense. The elimination was extremely unfair. So I don't really know what else to say with this one other than the elimination was terribly done because they knew nobody would vote Lindsay out over Heather. So they had to make up some bullshit excuse. Even though they should have just had everyone finish and Lindsay come in last. That would make more fucking sense instead of the bullshit they pulled, but whatever. It's a bad send off, not because it ruined Lizzie as a character, but because, in fact, it was a decent send off because Owen hugged her and all that shit. Everyone liked her at the end, but the way she was eliminated, which is that's what's stopping me from putting that in awful. Plus her character not being ruined, but the way the challenge was done was fucking awful. DJ's either going bad send off or awful send off. I'm not sure which one. Because once again, this was another bullshit challenge where Chris didn't give any rules to the challenge. He basically said, "Oh, DJ, you got fucking scared, so you're eliminated," even though that doesn't make any sense. So, but his character was good. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put this in bad send off just because I'll put it there above Lindsay. But Jeff, I'm pretty sure in the picture that's Jeff's hand, and he was comforting. Someone was comforting DJ in that picture. So I guess that makes it better. And also, I don't remember the episodes, like title names where they got eliminated, but I do remember the premise of the episodes, especially Islands and World Tour. Maybe not World Tour. I'm not sure, but either way, DJ was a fine send off. Izzy, decent send off. This is the most average send off you're ever gonna get. It's literally down the middle. It doesn't change anything whatsoever. I put it behind Eva. This is the most average send off you're ever gonna get. Not much happened. She got a fine placement. Like, yeah, this is just so average. Jeff, this is a great send off for Jeff. Like, this might be a perfect send off for Jeff. I'm gonna put in great for right now, but it may move up because even though it doesn't make sense how he got eliminated, because they should have voted off Heather. So that part doesn't really make sense, which is actually I'm gonna put that there. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this in great because it doesn't really make sense why they would vote out Jeff and not Heather at that point in time. But the way Gwen and Jeff relationship really started, or I guess I should say friendship, because relationship, y'all motherfuckers say that shit is like love, bro. I'm gonna say relationship as in friendship here, but like their friendship really grew, and that was a really good part of the episode. The episode as a whole was good, if I recall. So I'm gonna keep that a great send off. Plus, it really showed what Jeff's character was really all about, and even though and just showed Duncan a bad light for voting him out, which really also shows Duncan's character. So I really do like that elimination. Now that I think about it, well, I'm just getting some shit off my floor because it's been bothering me. Got some fucking leaves on the floor, fucking bothering me. I don't want to be staring at the fucking leaves the whole time. But like Jeff, yeah, back to Jeff. That was a great send off for Jeff. So now we get to an awful send off, maybe even bad. It may be bad because they're getting demonized with Shauna. Although this is the most bullshit element. I guess I should add a category for fucking rigged eliminations. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Add row below. I'm just gonna put that shit about there. I'm gonna put rigged eliminations. They're not necessarily rigged, but they're fucking bullshit. And Lashana goes in the bottom of there because hers is the most rigged elimination out of all of them. Wait, hold on. But that was Eva's first one. That was a dodgeball one. I got the oh, never mind. I got that right. I got that one right. Never mind. But yeah, Lashana was fucking awful, bro. I don't understand what the fuck that elimination was. The only thing stopping me from putting it in awful was because her character didn't get demonized there. Like her character is still like lovable, you know, which is stopping me from putting it in awful. But holy hell, was that elimination very bad. There's no much, like, we all know what happened here. There's no reason to keep talking about it. It's just an awful send off, terrible writing. They needed to make an excuse of why Lashana got eliminated, and this was the best bullshit they could come up with. Very disappointing. This is her first send off. Eva's first send off, where she got mad. I'm gonna say this is another good send off. I'm gonna put it above her. Actually, I'm gonna put it below there. Yeah, I said another good send off. Even though the placement wasn't really there, she returned in either way. But yeah, once again, like she's just a one-dimensional character so far. Until, ironically, we get to action in World Tour where she gets more development than she did in fucking Island. But either way, Yeah, once again, this really just helps her character. She's just a one-dimensional character, I suppose, at this point in time. So you can't really say much about her because there's no character to really ruin here. So I'm gonna move on. Mr. Coconut, that motherfucker's a filler character. It does not matter. He's literally a meme. Anyway, so here's Duncan. Duncan, another decent send off. He got eliminated because of Heller's tricks. No, yeah, he did. So, I mean, it was fine. It was a fine elimination. It didn't really hurt anything at all. I'm gonna put it above Mr. Coconut because that motherfucker's really an animal. Which I'm gonna put it here. At least Mr. Coconut was like somewhat funny. Duncan's was just pretty much average, like Izzy's. There's not much to say about that. Heather, also a good placement for Duncan here. I really do like that. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Duncan, he should have gone far here. And he did go far here. Heather, perfect send off. This is maybe the most well known send off apart from Lashana's. Lashana's just fucking terrible. Again. But back to Heather. This is another perfect send off for her. I say another send off, another perfect one, but either way. This is a good send off for her. I mean, you all know it. You all know it and how great it was. Maybe it could be put in rigged eliminations, but like it's karma though. With DJ Lindsay and Lashana, it's not karma at all. It's just bullshit. But with Heather, at least you could say it was karma, which is really the whole point of that elimination. She got her karma for being such a bitch. That's the whole point of that elimination, really. So I'm gonna say that was fine. It was a perfect send off for her because she got a great placement. Third. That's perfect for her. That was a perfect elimination. I don't want to have it any other way apart from her maybe making finale over Owen for Gwen versus Heather. I think that would have been a better finale. But once again, like I don't mind this elimination either way. It's the perfect send off. Noah, terrible placement. He got a terrible placement. I'm fine with him being this low because of World Tour. Even though in World Tour he should have gone farther, but in here he's fine being low. The way he was eliminated was kind of weird. I'm gonna put it. It didn't really demonize him, so I'm gonna put it. And it really made Noah into what people like. What made people love him. So I can't really put it in low. So I'm gonna actually put it here. Just like he got a terrible placement, yes, but that's really what made the World Tour run so special, though. Like, like we wouldn't like Noah the same if he went so far. If we went far in Island, it wouldn't really have that same feel to him. And plus, he's like sort of the underdog now because he got eliminated so early. The same thing goes with Tyler, and I'll get to him soon. But Noah's elimination was what made people love him because he's sympathetic, but he's also really sarcastic, which also makes people like him more. So I'm gonna put that in decent send off, even though the placement was not. Actually, I'm gonna say the placement was good for him, not number wise, but like in storytelling wise, if that makes sense. Justin, once again, another decent send off, another super average one. I mean, it was sad, but like he didn't get any characterization in Island, so I'm gonna put it like here. It doesn't really matter. Once again, another average enough. Same goes with fucking Katie. Actually, is this where they fought and then she got voted out? Either way, I don't fucking care. So you can go here. Justin's way better than you, bitch ass. So you can go there. Once again, it didn't do anything for me. Tyler, this is rigged elimination, but it wasn't as rigged as the other ones, so I won't put it as high. Also, if you're like asking why was this rigged, I almost had made a video about it, but I didn't want to upload it because I got fucking lazy. But there was this. The challenge was for Tyler to stay in the chicken coop, and he did that, and he didn't get a fucking point. So they voted him out because he was the only one that didn't get a point, even though it should have been Sadie here. He wouldn't have gone farther, but it's still a rigged elimination. Plus, it's sad as hell. Everyone's bullying him, bro. Like, what the fuck? I think we'll put this in off. This is more like an awful send off. It didn't ruin the character. Actually, I should put it in rigged. I'm gonna keep it in rigged. But Jesus Christ, bro, everyone was bullying this motherfucker, bro. I don't know why. Why was they bullying Tyler, bro? I don't get it. Why was it? Plus, I think people are gonna fucking be shocked at this, but I think this was a good placement for him because once again, it really did start the underdog World Tour run. You know, I have more issues with his World Tour elimination. Is that him right there? What the fuck is that? Bro, Who the fuck is that right there? Oh, that's Harold. Fucking 0 pixel hit at it, but either way. But yeah, back to Tyler's Elimination. It was rigged because I just said why it was rigged. You fucking dumbass. Dimensions down an ass. But either way, uh, he got rigged because I don't know what else to say. But like everyone was bullying him, bro. It ruined their characters, bro. Like why was Bridget bullying him, bro? That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense for her character. So you know what? I'm gonna put this in awful send off, just because it didn't ruin his character, but I don't want to say it ruined their characters, but it didn't make any sense for the other characters to keep bullying him, bro. Like, what the hell even is that? The placement was fine. I do like the placement here for the storytelling wise, but the send off itself was so bad. People out of character were bullying him, bro. It doesn't make any sense. Bridget was bullying him. I think DJ bullied him. Harold wasn't even present at the elimination. What? I think Jeff was bullying him too, which doesn't make sense. So yeah, I don't get this. I don't get this elimination, bro. It's so bad. It's so bad. At least the crying part was somewhat emotional. Plus the fucking Lindsay confession where she doesn't even know his fucking name, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. That's an awful send off for Tyler, bro. Yeah, I just remember that should make me mad. That should really make me mad. Once it also back to Izzy, another fucking average send off. It's literally the same as her other one. People got annoyed with her, so they voted her out. It's the same thing. So Cody, he got a sort of like Tyler, but instead he got a World Tour run. So I can't say it was really as bad for him. I'm gonna put. I think I actually am gonna put this in decent enough because now I'm gonna put this in great enough. I mean, because this is where he became sympathetic with Cody. This exact moment. He got eliminated early, sympathetic. He got fucking mauled by a bear, sympathetic. All that is sympathetic. So that this is what made his World Tour run so great. If Cody went far in Island, his World Tour run would not have worked. So there you go. Cody fans, this is where it all started. So I'm gonna make that a great send off because it really did help his character progress. So for now we're on Beth. I mean, once again, this is another average send off. Didn't really do anything for the story. I mean, whatever. Same with Sadie. Ezekiel was a bad send off because they really made this dude to a sexist because they didn't have any other reason to vote him out. Like they wanted him gone, but you know how they were going to vote him out, so they just made him to a sexist. So like, what the fuck? Like, whatever. Ezekiel is just supposed to be like some dumbass, not a sexist. Like that just went way too far, and they never referenced it again. Maybe they didn't vote her like with one line, but whatever, dude. I'm not. I don't mind the first place elimination because once again I made people sympathetic with him. So once again, yeah, I don't really mind that. Now we're on to action. This video probably gonna be like an hour long, dog. So Bridget and Jeff. This is a bad enough too for both of them. I don't understand why they made them so. Why they changed their character so much. I don't really get that. They made it to like lovers. Well, like they were lovers before, but they made them obsessed with each other. Not to mention the aftermaths. I don't fucking get that shit. I don't want to say it ruined the characters, like we're to a point of no redemption. But like, actually, I was thinking about moving Tyler because it didn't really ruin his character to the point of no redemption. But I'll keep it there. Maybe that's just my bias speaking, but once again, this is my own ranking, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, for Bridget, Jeff, I don't get it, man. That elimination was awful. I mean, placement was fine. I don't mind them getting first out. But the way they got first, that was really weird. They became obsessed with each other to the point where they came into a challenge. Like, that's not Bridget at all. That's not Jeff at all. That doesn't make sense for either one of them. Izzy, what happened here? She's like, oh, no, I'm not Izzy, I'm Kaleidoscope. This is an average ass elimination. There you go. All three Izzy eliminations are gonna be right next to each other. Another average ass elimination. Didn't change anything. People voted her out because I think they were once again annoyed with her. So, Trent, this is an awful send off. Get your ass in there. This is way below Tyler. This motherfucker. Actually, I'm gonna put Tyler up here just because of how bad Trent was. I'm gonna put Tyler. I'll keep Tyler there. But Trent's was awful, bro. They ruined his character to the point where he doesn't even return anymore. That's how bad they ruined this dude's character. Oh my god, so fucking bad, dude. They this shit makes me mad, bro. Because Trent was a fine character. He was supposed to be the normal person out of all the weirdos. That was supposed to be his character. He was the only normal one. So I guess the placement was fine because like they did that shtick last season, and if they didn't have anything else for him, whatever, eliminate him early. That doesn't matter. But they fucking ruined his character, bro. They made him obsessed over the fucking number 9. Oh my god. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. How does that make any sense? It doesn't. It doesn't at all. So you're getting an awful send off. It literally ruined his character to the point of no redemption. Even the creators didn't want to fucking use him anymore. Fucking awful, dude. You know, you have Gwen. She was portrayed pretty bad here, too. I'm gonna put this in bad send off. Like, the placement was fine. I don't mind the placement. But this whole storyline between her and Trent was god awful this season. There's not much more to say here, other than whatever. At least her character was redeemed in World Tour, I think. Yeah, it was. DJ, great send off. You're probably wondering why such an early elimination is not on a great send off, but I don't mind the placement here because DJ stuck up for himself. The whole Chef and DJ storyline was a great ending. Nobody voted him out because of how likable he is, so they couldn't do that route. Instead, they made a creative storyline to where DJ quit because Chef was rigging the challenges for him. He said, "Fuck that. If I'm gonna win, I want to do it legitimately, so respect." So it really just encapsulates whatever. It really shows DJ as a character here. DJ was, if you want to say, oh, what's DJ's character? Put that episode on. That's his character. That's a great send up for DJ in that episode. So now we're going to Izzy. Once again, fucking average. Not much really else to say here. She was annoying. I like Izzy too. That's not even the reason. It's just all her eliminations are sort of the same. Oh, and you see, this is a fine standoff, I guess. Before he returned, for no fucking reason, dude. That makes no sense. But alright, ignoring that this elimination was fine. Fine placement, fine send off. Everything was fine. So let's move on. Heather. I do like the send off. I think I'm going to put it right behind Harold. It didn't ruin her character, but she made peace with Lashana, even though they fucking ignored that the next season. Like, whatever. I don't understand why they did that. But Heather, good elimination. This is where her sort of redemption starts. She was still a bitch, but like, it also wasn't really as bad as Island. So this is where her redemption really started. So on to Lashana. So her whole storyline with her being like, I don't remember what it was exactly, but I do know that it portrayed her in a bad spotlight. I think it was that she was cheating. Yes, I think no, it was because she was crying during that one shit, and then they sent her off to a reward, a reward where she got like a massage or something. Either way, it doesn't really matter. And she was because she was a bitch to all the other characters. I'm gonna put this in bad enough, but it's not really that bad. It's the whole storyline was weird. I wouldn't say it, and she was back to normal in the next season, so I can't really say it was really irredeemable. But the whole story was weird. It wasn't really her character, you know. So we have Justin. I do like how this is a great send off for Justin, I think. I wish he would have gone farther here. He was 6th, I believe. I wish he would have got like 4th. Even though 2 placements isn't that far away, I suppose, but yeah, I do like Justin elimination here. Maybe it was too much because he really didn't do anything that bad this season. But I really wish they used him again because I do think this has potential. This whole sympathetic villain redemption sort of thing has potential. They did it with Helen, but she wasn't really sympathetic though. With Justin, you could say it was sympathetic. So I don't really know why they didn't bring him back for World Tour when he really could have ran with that. Plus, it really showed. I don't want to say. I guess it redeemed Justin. I guess it did because like he didn't really deserve any of that shit. Like he was an asshole, but like it wasn't really that bad. He wasn't terrible. Plus, the elimination replacement. If the placement was 2 spots off, I'm going to say it was a great placement for him. And I guess y'all know that I am a fan of Justin in action. Like I'm a big fan of Justin in action. I'm gonna have to rewatch the season one day, but the last time I watched it, it was a great elimination for Justin. Lindsay, I don't recall what happened here. Oh, so it's because she voted herself out accidentally? Okay. I mean, I guess I'm gonna put it in. It wasn't unfair. It wasn't unfair, but it was bad because they spent this whole season. Hold on. Sorry, I got some like fucking shit in my ear or whatever. But she was she was like being built up as like this decently smart character. Like she wasn't smart at all, but she was like, okay, you're not stupid. Like you're not the smartest, but you're not stupid. But then they went back to her old stupid ways at her elimination. But it wasn't unfair like people say. People say this elimination was unfair. It wasn't unfair. She voted herself out. That's her own fault. Anyways, Harold, this I fucking hate this elimination. He got revenge on Duncan by pulling down his underwear. Are you fucking serious? But it was a good placement. I think he should have made finale though. So I'm not sure if this goes in bad or awful. Cause I'm gonna put this in bad. Actually, I'm gonna put Bridget and Trent. I mean, not Bridget and Trent, but Bridget and Jeff in awful too, because that really did was really weird. But nonetheless, Harold gets bad send off just because I don't fucking understand why they made him pull down Duncan's pants. Like that was gonna fucking like that one moment was enough to equal out all the bullying he did to Harold. I don't really get that. Like the rest of it was fine, but I really don't actually. If the rest of it was fine, I'm really gonna put it up here. But yeah, I don't really get that though, because they had him pull down his pants, acting like that was okay. Like that was like, oh, there you go, Harold, get your revenge, buddy. Like, what the fuck does that even do? That does nothing. All right, whatever. Courtney, hello, Courtney. Courtney was. This is a fine send off. Actually, I'm gonna put in a great send off. Once again, really shows how good Courtney's character was here. I do like her placement. I think she should have made third, not fucking Owen. I don't know why the fuck Owen was third and she wasn't, but maybe she should have been in finale against Harold. Maybe no, I think Duncan should have made Duncan should have made a finale here. But it was still a great send off. Uh, it really shows her character here. It wasn't bad, but it also was like I don't want. I'm gonna say what put it down here because it wasn't really like game changing. I guess it was game changing, but it like showed her character of what it is. So if you want to say like who is Courtney, put on the episode. That's what I said with DJ. But like it's a great example. Just if you want to know who Courtney is, put on the episode. Put on this. I guess I should say put on the scene. But nonetheless, really encapsulates who Courtney is as a character. Actually, I'm gonna put Harold up here now that I think about it. There you go, Harold. Now Owen. Awful send off. Just because the placement was god awful. Plus, it really destroyed his. I don't want to say it destroyed his character, but fucking, they made him to like a spy or something, bro. Like, my god. Plus, the placement was terrible. This motherfucker should have never got. This motherfucker should have never even sniffed for a third. He should have been pre-merge. This motherfucker should have been out of here by merge. God, bro. I don't know what these writers are thinking, man. Ezekiel, World Tour elimination. I do feel bad about him. I don't mind the placement if they fucking capitalize it on in the future. And they made him to a zombie. Like I don't know if they count that during this elimination because he wasn't a zombie yet, but I did really like the story of him sticking around. I wish the payoff wasn't him fucking turning to a zombie. I guess I'm going to put in decent. I really did like Ezekiel during this episode, though. That's the worst part. I don't know. Because he turned into a zombie, but I don't know if I can count that during this elimination. Because it was after. I mean, I don't like the placement. I wish they capitalized on his sympathetic. Because he was sympathetic here. Very sympathetic, actually. Not as sympathetic to Tyler, but he was up there. So I guess I will keep that there. If we're taking account into the fact he turned to a zombie, that would be below awful. That would have been so bad. I'm not even going to get to that here. I'm not going to. Actually, I might. But fuck, bro, they turned into a zombie, bro. Like, are you serious? Come on now. Here. Yeah, if we're taking a zombie into account, he would be right here, the lowest of the low. Also, this is all in order. I know I said that. I said that it wasn't, but it is because I changed my mind. Whatever. Harold, decent elation. He went far. I don't mind the placement because he went far in island and he went somewhat far in island. He went far in action, so I don't mind this elation here. He got played by Alejandro, so I don't really mind that. And it really used his love for Lashana, so I can't really say it was irredeemable. I guess he should have been smarter here, but I guess it doesn't really. He's not really social smart. He's more like geek smart, you know. So whatever. Next, Bridget offers enough. Get even below Trent. Actually, yeah, I'll put below Trent. She's a cheater. Are you fucking serious? That's not Bridget at all, bro. That's not Bridget at all. She's not a cheater. She's not a cheater. I don't care about what all the other aftermath said. I don't give a shit about that. She's not a cheater, bro. That's such an awful writing, bro. Oh my god. And that she was never used again. Like if you count aftermath, sure she was used again. But oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Why? Why? It doesn't make sense for her character to be a cheater. It doesn't make sense. If you want to say Lindsay accidentally screwed up and be a cheater, I wouldn't like that, but it would have been better than Bridget. God, bro. I don't get it. Totally ruined her character for me. Ruined it. Like, I could say I like Bridget, but in the back of my mind, she's a fucking cheater. Like, oh my god, why would they do that dumbass shit, bro? Gwen, uh, I guess she was. She got played by Courtney. Not really played, but she got beaten by Courtney here. I don't know. I guess it's decent. I guess it is decent. I don't really know what else to say here, because I guess it was a fine placement for her. Yeah, I can't really say anything else. Owen, you went too far once again, but it was again. The placement wasn't as bad. It was an island and in action, so I can't really put in bad or awful. But once again, you did go too far, so I'm gonna put it in below, like right, right there. You should have gone. You should have. You should have got out earlier, but that's the only issue with his That's the only issue with his elimination. His interaction with Alejandro was pretty funny, so I won't put it in bad, but whatever. Courtney and Blanley. Another average send-off here. Where is Gwen? You could be right above Gwen. Because why not? There you go. Duncan. This is a great send-off for Duncan. If only they actually committed to it. You could be put here. This is a great send-off for Duncan in World Tour. This is his first elimination, not his second. The placement was great. I fucking love the fact he got out first. And that's not even because I'm a hater of him. He got fourth in action and first in action. He did not need to go far here. I love this elimination, bro. Like because of what he wasn't. He didn't get out because of his bad play. He got out because he quit. So that's not really a knock on Duncan. Plus, so Duncan fans can't really be mad at that. So, like, in World Tour is not even close to his. Plus, he just stole another spot from Tyler or Noah. All he did was steal their spots. So, this is a great placement for Duncan. Plus, it makes sense for his character. So, this is another great send off for Duncan. I guess it's his first great send off. But yeah, it really makes sense for his character here to be eliminated like that. So, I don't know why the fuck they changed it. Sierra. Hello, Sierra.
Uh, decent send off, I guess. I mean, the cake thing was kind of dumb, but I don't really mind it. Yeah, it's fine. In the middle. There you go. Actually, you could be put next to Izzy because you're both fucking crazy weird. Cody. I would have liked Tyler. I would have liked Tyler third better, but the Cody story was also very good. Well, I wouldn't say very good. I don't like it as much as others, but Cody, this is a great stuff for you. People said he should have made finale. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. No 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 no. No 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 no. He should have not made finale. But the third placement was the best placement for him. Maybe he should. I think Tyler should have got third here, but it's really just nitpicking here. Just because I'm biased. So just ignore my bias, I suppose. But Cody, you did good here. He was the underdog of the season. It should have been Tyler. I'm gonna stop saying that shit. I'm gonna stop saying that shit. But he was the underdog of the season. People really love this run. People really love this run. And elimination was good because he didn't bitch. He didn't get fucking stand down against Alejandro. He got bitched, of course. He got bitched by Alejandro, which makes sense. But he didn't stand down, which is the most important part. So if you want, once again, here I go with this analogy again. If you want to see who Cody is as a character, put that scene on the screen. Maybe not that exact scene, but whatever. It's one of his better scenes. So there you go. Lashana, here you go. Hi, Lashana. So this is where she got played. I'm gonna put you right next to Harold. Where's Harold? Actually, she she sort of did fall for Alejandro, so I guess I'm gonna put that shit lower. She didn't cheat on him. Actually, this is just elimination. I can't. I guess that's a factor surrounding elimination, so I guess I could say that. She fell for Alejandro's tricks. She sort of did fall for Alejandro too, but actually, I'm gonna put you below here. Put you after Katie. There you go. Maybe after Trent. Maybe after Trent. The placement was fine, so I guess I put you above Trent. Doesn't it really doesn't matter? They're in the same tier. But the elimination was fine. The only thing I didn't like was that she fell for Alejandro. Once again, it doesn't make sense for her character, just like Bridget. Anyways, to Lindsay, I fucking love this standoff for Lindsay, bro. I love it. I love it. If you want to say who the hell Lindsay is as a character, put that shit on the screen, bro. That scene with her and Tyler is so fucking amazing, bro. I love that scene, bro. If I ever like her forgetting Tyler, that's pretty bad. But when she remembered Tyler, bro, that scene was so fucking emotional for me, bro. Like it was like all that storyline, really, all that story really culminated to this one moment, man. It was so emotional for me, just because like, oh shit, Tyler finally gets something good going on in his life, bro. Because this is mostly about her passing the torch to Tyler here. Like this is saying, all right, Tyler, you you are sort of like me now, you know. You are what I am in action. So she really passes the torch on to Tyler, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but you just go with me here. Plus, this really does show who she is as a character. She's kind of dumb, but she at the end she really does have good. She has great intentions. She's not mean. She's not rude, but she is kind of dumb. So and plus she like really cares for Tyler here. And she's like, all right, she's like, she's like, win for us, bro. That fucking line was delivered so perfectly, bro. Win for us was such a perfect line. I'm getting emotional here. Think about that shit. In fact, I'm putting this shit above Heather. Like once again, this is just my personal opinion. I know most of y'all wouldn't have this somebody this high up, but that scene with Tyler really makes me fucking emotional, man. This is great stuff. That's perfect placement for Lindsay. Perfect. I really do love this placement for Lindsay here. So I'm gonna keep that here. Okay. Wait, was this Duncan's first elimination or is this his? Cause this is alright. I'm gonna change these. Okay. I think this was Duncan's first elimination. This was his second. I think this was Duncan's first elimination. This was his second. So I apologize for using the wrong picture because you really can't tell from here. I just noticed that this one had Egypt on it, so my apologies. But once again, Lindsay, this is a great enough for you. Izzy, another average send. Actually, this one was different because she wasn't voted out because she was annoying. She got voted out because she wasn't voted out. She got out because she was injured. So either way, doesn't matter. Average elimination. DJ. This is a good send off for DJ. I think it was, if I recall correctly. He was alone. He fell out. This is a good send off for DJ. Actually, I'm gonna put this either high decent. I'm gonna put this high decent because once again with DJ, if you want to see who his character is, put that shit on the screen. Plus, this is the one time where this is one of the only times where I won't say one of the only times, but this is one of the few times where with Alejandro's tricks actually make sense and why DJ would fall for it. So and like this is where like the Heller DJ interactions was also great here. Like he knows he fucked up at the end. He knows DJ knows he fucked up at the end, but like he doesn't have any regrets about it. The animal shit was weird. I don't really like that part of it, but like him being solo was a great story here. All right, next we have the two worst eliminations in World Tour. Maybe not the worst eliminations, but like it didn't ruin the characters. But God, bro, these eliminations, these placements were awful. So starting off with Noah. Terrible placement. He should have gone further. He should have been mid-merge. He should have been Alejandro's major competitor here. And I don't understand why they didn't do that. I guess because Noah isn't that big of a character. At least he wasn't at the time. I don't know where to put this. The placement was bad. At least his character stayed intact. So I'm going to put it in here. Just because his character stayed intact. This is me recording, editing for once. But I would definitely have Noah in rigged elimination. I do remember what happened in his elimination episode. It was terrible. It was so bad. I can't believe I didn't remember that. But his elimination was so rigged. I would probably have it. I would probably have it near Lashana, man. It was super rigged. Maybe it would. I would have it near Lashana. Ignore the placement that I put it in. The same goes with Gwen's World Tour one. I would probably have that one lower. Probably have that one in bad just because of how weird it was and how like they played on like her allergies. So yeah, guys. So Gwen, I would have her in bad, and Noah, I would have her in rigged. I apologize for that mistake in the video. Hope you all enjoy. Which is more than I can say about Tyler, which I'll get to that. His character did stay intact, but the placement was so bad, bro. It was so bad. At least he's the only one. He's the only one that saw Alejandro for who he was. So I guess that makes that's a great. I really love that they added that there. But I can't get over the placement here. The placement was so bad, bro. But like the fact that he knew Alejandro was this big bitch, and he's the only one who really knew that, and like to the extent that he was great. I really do love that part, which is more than I can say for Tyler. Why was Tyler not? I don't get why Tyler and both Tyler and Lindsay were still fans of Alejandro after this. Like, what the fuck? Alejandro never liked Lindsay, I mean, Lindsay didn't fall for his tricks. I mean, she did at the start. But they really abandoned that storyline for some reason. Probably because they wanted to build Tyler and Lindsay up more. Either way, I'm not focusing on Lindsay right now, but Tyler, he got played by Alejandro. That's fine. Tyler should have been played by Alejandro. But I would have made him play. The placement was awesome, bro. He should have made Merge. I don't get why he didn't make Merge here. The placement was. The only part that I don't like about this was that he didn't like say, "Wow, Alejandro, you're such a bitch." Like, obviously, he want to say bitch, and obviously he wouldn't go off on him. But like, he should have been like, "Oh, Noah was right all along. You are a bad person." Like that one fucking line would have made the biggest difference, bro. I don't understand why he still likes Alejandro after this. Plus, it's like, oh, did I get voted out? Why did I get voted out? What? Like that doesn't make any sense. Like Tyler's not dumb. Like he is dumb, but he's dumb in a different way than Lindsay is. Lindsay like smart dumb. Tyler is more physical dumb, if that makes sense. Like he does make stupid decisions, but he isn't. No, He's socially aware. Tyler is socially aware. Like, when he got bullied in Island, he knew he was getting fucking bullied in Island. He knew that. He is socially aware. And why he wasn't socially aware of Alejandro and what he did to him, I don't get that. Same goes with Lindsay. I don't get why Lindsay either didn't understand what Alejandro did to her and Tyler. I don't get that part. Like, everyone else after the elimination was like, "Oh, Alejandro's such a bitch." That should have been Lindsay and Tyler too. Maybe not to the extent Lashana was, not to the extent Lashana and Bridget were, because they're not really like rude or like really mean. They'd just be like, "Oh, Alejandro is not the nicest guy ever." But instead, they team up with Tyler. Would probably teamed up with him in finale if he wasn't sleeping, and Lindsay did team up with him in finale. So that part doesn't make sense. So I don't know, man. I said my point. It, the placement was bad. These are the two worst placements. These are the two most missed opportunities Noah and Tyler ever in Total Drama, like ever. If missed opportunity comes in your head, you should be thinking Tyler and Noah right off the bat. Oh man, I don't know where to put this. I don't want to make its own category. That's not fair. I don't know, man. I put it in bad enough. Like, Tyler was endearing here, and they didn't ruin his character. They didn't ruin his character, so I guess I can't put it above Ezekiel. I don't know, man. They did all this. I'm so pissed about this Alejandro shit. Like, Tyler and Lizzie should have been like, "Okay, you're bad. You're a bad person." It only takes that one fucking line, bro. Why do they still like him? I don't get it. Like, Tyler's socially aware. He's socially aware. He's dumb, but he's socially aware. That's his character. Like, he does stupid shit. He gets hurt all the time, but he's socially aware. And he simply wasn't with Alejandro. I don't get that shit. Also, this is Duncan. Alright, I'm moving on. I said enough about all this fucking bullshit. I said enough about all of it. You all know my take. Let's just move on. I'm done ranting here. I'm sorry for being fucking ranting, but that shit really made me mad. Alright, now we have Duncan's fifth place elimination. Fucking terrible placement for Duncan. He should have stayed out first elimination. I don't know. The terrible placement. The elimination itself was fine. I'll put it in bad now just because I can't get over the elimination because he took a spot away from Tyler and Noah. That's what Owen and Duncan took a spot away from Noah and Tyler. That's what it all comes down to. So I guess I have to put Duncan in bad stuff just because he took that spot away from them. But other than placement, there's not really something bad about it. But the placement is really bad. Alright, Stacy, average send off, nobody cares. Sorry to the two Stacy fans. Dakota, average elimination, once again. Where is Dakota? There you go. B, Beverly. He should have gone a little bit further, but it wasn't that bad. So I'll put it in decent again. Mike, he had a good placement, and I do like his send off actually. So I don't want to put it in great, but it was up there because this is where Scott like blackmailed him. You know, I do like that aspect because it made him sympathetic, which is what they needed for Mike. That's what they were going for. And so I do like that part. So there you go. Mike was actually kind of decent in Revenge Island, so there you go. Dawn should have gone further. Maybe not as further as some other people want her to. Actually, she got played by Scott, so I don't really mind that. Actually, I'm gonna put this as decent send off. It's up there too. You could go right here. The placement was bad, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't that bad. I don't think she should have gone further. I mean, I think she should have gone further, but not like Final Five, you know. So it wasn't terrible. And I do like the chemistry her and Scott have, not as like lovers, but like as like enemies, you know? Because like Dawn's really this nice, what isn't mean. She's sort of like Lindsay, but not dumb, if that makes sense. She's like, I don't want to say she's naive. She's not naive, but she's sort of has like just an innocence to her. She's like Tyler and Lindsay. They have an innocence to 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 their characters. Like if you think innocent, Lindsay, Tyler, and Dawn should come to your minds. They're the most innocent characters in the show. Apart from maybe like I don't know, Brick. Brick's up there, but you know what I'm saying here. She's innocent, while Scott is not innocent at all. Sam, his placement was fine. His send off was fine. He got with Dakota, so I mean that's good. So I'll put it like here. Doesn't really matter. Brick, bad placement. He should have gone farther, but his send off was good. The, the elimination is iconic for Revenge Island standards. It's one of the most well-known Revenge Island eliminations, I believe. Maybe the most well-known. I'm not sure. Maybe Scott's more well-known. I don't know. But you know where it's up there. But this elimination was good, but the placement was bad. So I guess that averages out to middle. Where's the exact middle? There you go, exact middle. Well, that's probably more like here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the middle is. But Brick. The placement was bad. I get that. I'm a Brick fan. The placement was bad, but the send off was really, really, really good. Like it showed his once again. I don't want to keep using this, but if you want to see who Brick is, put the scene where he saved anyone. That's a great scene right there. And Maria, decent send off. There's not much to say. It's basically her character. Her character's really like that. Joe, Joe. Decent send off. Nothing major here. Scott, they went way too far here. They went way too far. Like, yeah, he should have got his karma, but Jesus Christ. They fucking made that dude into a robot, bro. Like, that's way too much. They, they went way too far here. Now, yeah, that's all I can really say about that. Zoe, you can go here. Middle, you're fine. Dakota, you made you to a fucking alien. You are bad. That's enough. Actually, no, you're fine. Because it's not as bad as Ezekiel. Because it wasn't. At least she. At least unlike Ezekiel, she has like thoughts. You know, Ezekiel's a fucking zombie, bro. At least with Dakota, she has like her human thoughts still, and she has love. You know. So I can't really say it's as bad as Ezekiel's, but it's still bad. Lightning, great send off for Lightning. Actually, I do like the send off for him. Actually, not great, but like it's up there. It's up there. It's like let's put it there. I don't know why I put Sanso up here, but Lightning's All-Star elimination. I do like that elimination. It was a fine placement, and plus Lightning was really funny here. So I guess I put his elimination up here because he at the end he did prove Joe wrong. I mean, he did prove Joe wrong. Like he said, you needed me, and then the next episode in a confessional, he like made his pre-tape. It was funny as hell. Joe, she should have gone way further. So I'm gonna put this in the decent enough. Where's all the other bad placements? There you go. You can be put here. She should have gone way further. Although her story with Heather was really good. I did like that. But once again, she should have gone further here. Sam. Why the fuck did you last so long? You should have been first out. Oh. Plus, this elimination was fucking weird. He ate bread. This is bad enough. The placement was bad. The way he got eliminated was awful. He fucking they voted him out even though he carried. He's the only reason why they even have a chance at winning the challenge. Doesn't make any sense at all. All right, Heller. Some states she went too early, but I don't really mind that she went too early. There wasn't much to do with her, so I'm gonna put this in decent. It doesn't really matter. I do like her aspect of Alejandro. Alright, so now we have Gwen. This is only fucking bad. Uh, she then she made a she made a poop painting, and then Trish got mad at her or something. Just fucking mad at her. Fucking bad send off. Scott, fine send off. Not really something bad to say, although it did go against his character by being this dumbass. Or whatever, doesn't matter. Sierra, weird send off. This is not really bad. Where's Izzy's? You go right next to your original one. Actually, no, this one's pretty bad. This one's worse. You can be put there, and below Izzy's. There you go. No, Duncan, this is the awful send off. This is so bad. They really ruined his character, bro. I don't understand what the fuck this was. You could be put here. Actually, no. I don't know where to put him here. Where's the Tyler? Where's the Tyler Island? Worse than Owen action. I would put. I don't think it's bad as Trent. Uh, yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, yeah. It's really bad though. Uh, why is bad, you may ask? Well, they fucking reversed his character for no reason. And then they had him like, what the fuck? Not to mention the after scene where like, it's implied he got raped in prison. What the fuck? You're a kid show, bud. Why the fuck are you talking about rape? It's weird as hell. Fucking nasty too. God, bro, I don't really get that shit. That shit is being. I apologize if you're the first time hearing that. If this is your first time hearing about that fucking terrible bonus scene. God, some of these writers don't know shit sometimes, man. No offense if you're a writer, like don't get it twisted. Like I'm not being a bitch about it. Like you're just doing your job. You get paid. I don't hate that. Don't send the writers any hate either. I know I'm like a small ass channel, but you know it is what it is. Cameron, decent enough. Nothing bad, nothing good. Average. Alejandro, awful, bad enough. I wouldn't put it in awful. Mike, or Mal, fucking overpowered Alejandro. Are you serious? Like, come on now. This elimination was pretty bad. You can be put, you're above Tyler's. I don't know why you can be put, there you go. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. But, yeah, Alejandro, he got bitched by Mal, bro. Like, you got bitched by Mal. That doesn't make any sense for his character. Bro, alright, let me go through this whole thing. He got Lindsay out. Where's World? He got Cody out. He got, let me keep looking. Did he get Blamely out? I'm not sure if he did. I'm not sure if he got Courtney and Gwen out, but maybe he did. I don't remember that part. But he did get Harold out. He got Sierra out, I think. Did he rig that? Did he rig it? I don't think he got Sierra out, actually. Maybe he did. I don't remember that. I don't remember. He got LaShawn out. He got Noah out. That's 5. He got Tyler out. That's 6. Uh, he got. Where is Bridget? Oh, there's Bridget. He got 7 people out in World Tour, maybe even more, and he gets bitched by Mal. Stop it, bro. That's such a crock of shit, bro. Stop it. I'm not saying he should have won, and I did really love his story in All Stars as the lone wolf. But Jesus Christ, that fucking Mal shit really ruined him, bro. Courtney. Actually, I'm gonna save that one for last. Actually, I'm gonna save this one and Lindsay for last. We're gonna move on to Puckatail because I know y'all want to see that shit, so I'm gonna keep that around. You know what I'm saying? Beardo, fine send off, nobody cares. Leonard, fine send off, nobody cares. Amy, weird ass send off, but nobody cares. Maybe people do care. Maybe people care about Amy. My fault. But all right, let's go more into depth with Amy. She got rigged by Sammy. I guess it's a fine send off. It's not really bad. It's not good. Rodney, nobody, no, bro. If you're a Rodney fan, bro, alright. I'm not gonna believe you're a Rodney fan, but I don't. Alright, bro. Please tell me you're a Rodney fan, bro. I'm curious if there's any Rodney fans in the comments, bro. Bro, if there's any Rodney fans, Ella, this elimination was weird as hell. Yeah, it's pretty down there. Fucking Chris didn't want her to sing. Like, okay, the fuck. It doesn't make any sense. Her placement was fine though. It doesn't. I don't really care. Topher, was this a rig? I think it was a regulation if I recall correctly. Topher, did he get voted out? I don't think. I think Chris kicked him out. Topher elimination. Let's look on the wiki right now. Topher elimination. But he get kicked out by Chris. I think he got kicked out by Chris. Blah blah blah. Yep, he did. Okay. It was a regulation, but I did actually like the elimination. To an extent. Because I did like the episode where he was sort of like hosting. I did like that. So I wouldn't say it was as bad, as rigged as DJ, Lindsay, and Lashana. But it was still rigged. So there you go. Dave. They fucking dehumanized this motherfucker, bro. You made him insane, dog. They actually made him insane. So there you go. Scarlet. It was a nice little twist. You'd be put in the middle. Max is another regulation. This made me more mad than Topher's. So there you go. That one's actually like really rigged. They Chris kicked him out because he didn't want any more villains. Like, are you fucking serious? That motherfucker barely a villain, bro. Like, stop it. Jasmine, final elimination, fine with replacement too. Sugar, she got a terrible placement, but it's not really. I put her next to Ella. Her elimination was bad just because she got so far. Samey, average ass elimination. Alright, now we're down to Courtney and Lindsay. I'm saving Courtney for last because I know y'all want to hear about that the most. Lindsay. Did she vote herself out in action? I think she did, right? She did the same in All Stars. Yeah, she did. Alright, she fucking voted herself out twice. What the fuck? They made her stupid again. Why? 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 Way to ruin 3 seasons of characterization. Way to ruin that. There were spots where they ruined it, like Lindsay's actual elimination and her still liking Alejandro on a friendship level. That should make no sense. Courtney's All-Star elimination. I know you want to hear about this. I don't think it's as bad as others seem to believe. I don't. So, I'm not sure here, cause they made her into a dumb bitch, bro. They made her dumb as hell. Where she got fucking outsmarted by Mal, bro. Like, fucking hate Mal, bro. Yeah, they made her dumb. So that's really bad characterization. And plus, I'm pretty sure she said she never got further than this, even though she got fourth in action, and she got fifth in All Stars. So way to forget action there. Way to forget that too. But yeah, I'm gonna put this in bad send off. Either it's bad or awful. I'll put it in the top of awful because I do think she can be redeemed. I do. It wasn't as bad as Bridget's, Tyler's, Owens, Duncan's, Trent's, and Bridget's. It wasn't as bad as theirs, but it was still pretty bad. They made her dumb, like I said 20 times. Yeah. They ruined her friendship with Gwen for no reason. I don't. They ruined her characterization throughout the whole season. Whatever, dude. So there's my list of send off. 2 perfect send offs: Lindsay and World Tour, Heller and Island. I thought there was going to be more. To be honest, I did. Jeff, is it in a great send off. Courtney. Alright, let's go through perfect send off. So Lindsay Wiltshire, like I said, Helen Island, like I said, in perfect send off. I agree with those. Great send off. Jeff in Island, Courtney in Island, Cody in Island, DJ. I'm gonna put Cody below DJ in action. So I'm gonna put Justin. I'll keep Justin there. So Justin in action. I'm gonna move Duncan up here, just because I think his send off was so good. The first one. Don't get twisted. The first one. Think about the first one. All right. So then we have Corey in action. I'm gonna put that there. Harold, you can move right there, and then Cody, you can move right there. And Cody will tour, and then Corey in action, and then Harold on Island. So now let's move down to the bats. The decent send-offs don't really matter. So bats enough. All stars, I agree. You can move there though. Move down. Move down. You just put it right there. So Gwen and All Stars bad. Sam and All Stars bad. Scott and Revenge Island bad. Maybe not as bad as Gwen, so you can put up there. Lindsay All Stars bad. Dave Puckatail bad. Duncan's fifth place elimination. My bad. Fifth place elimination bad, just because of placement. Noah's virtual placement bad, just because of placement. Harold, it's not as bad as these. You can put right. You can put below Scott. It wasn't as bad as the others. In fact, I'm gonna put it. It wasn't as bad. I think I overreacted, but still. Lindsay in action, where she voted herself out. Not as bad as these. You could put it there. It's basically the same thing. Oh, I'll put her All-Stars below just because she got out of worst place, man. Lashana in action, is that it? Once again, not as bad as these. So there you go. Is Lashana action worse than Lindsay's in All-Stars? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna keep that there though. Better. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna move this up to decent. It wasn't as bad as these down here, but it's still pretty bad. Gwen action, once again, not as bad as these. Not as bad. Not as bad. I'll keep it here. All Stars, Alejandro All Stars, that was really bad, but it's not as bad as this. Not as bad as this. Not as bad as this. You can stay right there. Do I want to move Dave down? Because they made this motherfucker crazy, bro. I'm going to keep him there. Ezekiel, you can be moved up here below Dave, but not after Duncan. Just because Duncan's place makes me really mad. And then we have Tyler. Pretty bad elimination, but I wouldn't say it was an awful elimination just because of... Actually, it may have been awful. May have been awful. Do I want to put his elimination down in awful? Well, I mean, I don't really get his elimination. Plus the whole cheating story. I think the cheating storyline really puts that down in awful. Where'd I have this? I had this there. But it's not as bad as Gwen's. Not as bad as, Courtney's, Bridget's. So I'll keep it in, high awful. Also, the lower you are, it means the worse it is. I don't know if I said that, or if you picked up on it, but just in case. Then we have rigged send-off. Topher wasn't as bad as a rigged elimination as Max. Wasn't as bad as Max's, so you can say there. I agree with that. I agree with this. I agree with that order. Alright, then we have awful send-off. Tyler's retro send-off was pretty bad. Actually, I would put Noah down there too, just because of how bad their placements were. Their placements was fucking awful. They're so bad. I can't even put into words how bad their placements are. So that really makes their eliminations awful, just because of how much of a missed opportunity they were. The eliminations themselves were bad, but the missed opportunities were, if that makes sense. So I guess I can move. I'm not gonna move Duncan down there. Yeah, I'm not gonna move Duncan down there. Tyler and Noah are only there because of the placements, so they can stay up in high, awful. Plus, actually, I'm going to keep Noah in bad, just because he had that moment with Alejandro, and he was the only one who knew how bad Alejandro was. Even Heller had moments where she fell for Alejandro. Noah never fell for Alejandro, never. So I get my apologies, but I guess that really makes him at least he had that going for him, you know. Courtney and All Stars, that's bad. Bridget and Jeff in action, that's really bad. Tyler and Alan, that's really bad. Owen in action, that's really bad. Not as bad as Tyler's, I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that there. Actually, I'm gonna keep that the way it is. Duncan in All Stars is bad, really bad. These last three are so bad. Like they're the worst three by far. Like these three are like the points of really no redemption. Like it's going to take a lot of work to redeem these three eliminations. It's, so Duncan's All-Star elimination, Trent's action elimination. This motherfucker hasn't even gotten another season. That's how bad it was. Bridget's, oh my god, bro. Alright, I'm not even gonna keep talking about Bridget. So this is my list. Perfect send-off, great send-off, decent send-off, bad send-off, big eliminations, and awful send-off. Here we go. I'm sorry that this took so long, but hopefully y'all were entertained. Peace the fuck out.